Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah.
Do you guys like it raw? I went into a sushi restaurant and I said, I like my food well done. She said, we only make things raw here. I said, I know, I just want you to do a good job. Good night. I know what you guys are thinking. He is risen. Oh, I'm glad you like that joke. That joke's tough. Sometimes it doesn't get laughs. I have to come back in 3 days and tell it again. Hey! Daddy's home. You okay back there? Sounds terrible. I don't want to get infected. My car broke down on the way up here. I was on my way here, my car broke down. I didn't get far into the trip, so I ended up calling my sister. My niece is in Hawaii, and I'm like, can I borrow, my niece's name is Veda. I said, can I borrow Veda's car? My car just broke down. So she said, yeah. So I brought my car to her house, dropped it off, and picked up my niece's Range Rover. So I'm a 46-year-old man who's featuring for Jackie Kashian all weekend, who had to borrow his 19-year-old niece's 2015 Range Rover because his 2010 Honda Accord broke down. So I'm feeling really good about my career, my life. I feel like the J-Man's doing all right! I got it dialed in! Got it dialed in like a rotary phone, son. A rotary phone's a phone that you use while driving in a circle. Yeah, she drives a Range Rover. She's 19 years old. And I was driving up here, and I was like, this is funny. This is like Range Rover, send Joshy right over. You know what I'm saying? My car is like a heroin addict, always needs another fix. You know what I'm saying? You never know what it's like to chase a dragon when you're just trying to DoorDash. That was weird, a little smattering of people getting something eventually. Others looking at them quizzically. Why are you laughing at that? The man who said it saying, well, I don't know what's going on out here, but I'm going to talk about it, and that's what I'm doing right now. Try to keep up. This shit's meta as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Food's here. Comedians get to split half your meal. That's it's in my contract. I just bag it up, put it in Tupperware, and head home. Hope I don't forget it in my niece's car when You know what I'm saying? I don't. Hi, Corner. My wife recently told me she was bi. I'm sorry, I keep saying that wrong. My wife recently left me. Bye. Bummer is right. Get your feet off my stage. You think you can make light of my trauma and get your little tootsies up here waving back and forth like a little flag reminding me that she's not coming back? You can put them up there. I'm just teasing. It's not my stage. I'll be sleeping here tonight, but it's not my stage. I have been dating. When I tell women that when I first start dating them, I tell them I'm outdoorsy because I feel like it will turn them off if I'm homeless, you know what I mean? Hey, babe, you want to go camping? Forever. Maddie introduced me as Josh. I was named after my grandfather, like way after. Good old Grandpa Steve. I'm picking up this is kind of a dumb crowd. Getting vibes. Hey, you're not very quick. That's all right. So I'm out here. I'm feeling you out for the headliner. She's got to dumb it down a little bit for the Burlington crowd. Nah, I don't know which way you guys lean politically, but I'm fucking bummed about what happened this week. So let's all just thank you for clapping at me for saying that the country is dying. But I just want to say thank you guys for coming out to support comedy, and we're gonna have a good time tonight. We're just like this big amorphous blob of human energy right now. We're just a bunch of molecules floating through the atmosphere, and we're gonna tighten it up tonight. We're gonna come together, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna get naked and we're gonna fuck. I was gonna say something different, then I went down a road I didn't see coming, and I was like, no, that's. And half of you were into it, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna split the crowd up into two different sides. Call this Hedonism 3. Someone's horny over there. My buddy drowned in an infinity pool. It took forever. Anyone who just groaned at that, unless you lost someone to a drowning, shut the fuck up. My friend is not real. I don't have friends. Oh, your poor friend. He's made up! Big energy tonight. I'm not gonna say I'm not doing well financially, but this vest used to be a jacket. Sir, have you ever put sleeves on consignment? Nah, I'm doing all right. I just got a HD flat screen on my wall. I'm sorry, I keep saying that wrong. I got a framed picture of a hot dog on my wall. This lady loves me and I love her. I see you got a big brace on your leg there, and I don't care why. No, I was gonna say I'm supposed to break a leg, not you. You know what I'm saying? You took this a little too far. I'm the one treading the boards, in the words of the immortal bard. I went into a supermarket and the cashier said, "Did you have trouble finding anything?" And I said, "Yeah, the Hidden Valley Ranch." And the secret deodorant. My biological father. You guys are too fucking compassionate. That's the problem with this crowd. Is you guys are too fucking liberal. You care too much about my feelings. You think everything I say is real. Don't worry, my dad didn't leave. He shot himself. Now let's. Which that wasn't. What I like is that you knew that time. I just wooed at his trauma, so I'm gonna take my feet off his stage right now. Unbelievable with these people. The girl I've been dating, she yelled out her ex's name in bed the other day. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't that weird though. She was fucking him in it at the time. Of course, I only know that because I was jerking off in the corner, you know what I mean? Way to go, Steve! You! You know what I'm saying? I don't. I was eating fruit by the foot the other day. I was like, this seems dumb. I'm gonna use my hands. I ask you this one question: why should I have papaya on my little piggies? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. You guys didn't believe that part because you're like, you can't afford papaya. If you read papaya, it just says papa yeah. Look it up. Check the stats, folks. J-Man don't lie. Except for every joke that I tell. I have a real rock on my front porch with a fake key inside of it. My buddy bought a rowboat, and I said, what side should I sit on? He said either or. Went to a gender reveal party. It wasn't really a party. Someone just went, oh no. What is he about to say? I hope it's not offensive. I went to a, Jesus Christ. I went to a gender reveal party. Well, it wasn't really a party. It was just like a guy in a trench coat in the alley, but that was a dude. You know what I'm saying? Bing! He had a blue cock and everything. It was, when I was done with him anyway. All right. Is that you? Are you laughing that hard? Thank you. You got tacos? I wanted tacos. God damn it anyway. I say that and it reminds me of Mitch Hedberg, and I feel bad like I'm stealing Mitch Hedberg's style, but I am, because he's dead and I'm alive, so who gives a shit? I wish I was dead and he was alive, so what are you gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna borrow my niece's car. Recently bought a car-shaped air freshener for my treehouse. I went to Amsterdam and I drove through the red light district. Yeah, it took forever. How about a yellow? I was almost late for my date with a whore, you know what I'm saying? Just kidding, I came early. But, one lone clap. That was my STD result. You guys know what cow tipping is? Yeah, I grew up in New Hampshire, and my friends always went cow tipping, but I never went because I didn't know how much. Turns out it's about 2%. So, just skim my notes before I came up here. I saw a sign on the way up here that said moose next 3 miles, and I'm like, damn, that's a long moose. Saw another sign. This is my sign chunk. I saw another sign that said, drive like your children live here. So I turned around. I'm saying? So I grew up in New Hampshire. I believe you guys have DUI here, right? What the hell, lady? Everything I say, oh, Jesus, here he goes again. I don't know what this guy's gonna say next. Anyway, I do a lot of shows in Boston, and I was driving to Boston for a show, and on one of those overhead like highway signs that gives you like warnings, amber alerts, all that stuff. By the way, I think the ultimate amber alert was Jurassic Park, but we got a geneticist in the crowd tonight. Laughs find a way. That joke would have killed in '95, man. Movie came out in '93. Give it a couple of years to percolate. Marinate. Anyway, what was it talking about? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? We're all just having a good time, man. Oh, I remember my joke because that lady reminded me. And I saw a sign and it said, OUI ruins lives. And I had never heard of the term OUI, so I was like, man, Massachusetts really hates French people. Someone just went, oui. And the rest of you went, oui! I'm an alcoholic, gang. It's weird when people laugh at that part. My first drink in 20 years. No. But I don't blame myself. You know, I am an alcoholic. It's true. I quit for a long time. Now I'll just have one with the show or whatever. Got it under control. And, but I don't blame myself for being an alcoholic. You know, sometimes it's genetic or it's the way that you were raised or whatever. And I was given my first drink of alcohol on my 12th birthday by my father because my dad was dyslexic. feel like that corner doesn't get me. But it was great. I was drunk on my 12th birthday, you know what I mean? I was like, ew, gonna hit the swing set hard tomorrow. All sorts of wild plans, you know what I mean? Machinations of a young gentleman. And it was great, but the next year he's like, you're 31, get your shit and get the fuck out of my house. Terrible. Terrible. Came back when I was 18, he put me in a retirement home. It was... You know what I'm saying, sir? You get it. Yeah, you just put your head down and went like this. That's the indication that you're trying to hide laughter from me. There's a proclivity for audience members, especially in the front rows, to be embarrassed or uncomfortable by laughing too much. I'm here to tell you, that's what we want. It's really weird when people, like last night, a lady was just like literally just stopped herself. And I was like, please, this is how I survive. Every cent I'm getting for this weekend is going into a 2010 Honda Accord that my mom co-signed for. You're fucking laughing, that's a true story. It's not good, gang. I'm gonna tell a couple stories, but first I'll tell 100 jokes. I once had a teacher say you need to use your inside voice in this class. I'm like, you don't want me to use that one. That's the one that wants me to murder you. I got sent to the principal's office. I call undercover cops pigs in a blanket. That lady hates cops. That was nice right there. Fucking love that. That was nice. Why aren't you laughing that hard? That corner especially. They hid in the back. They got their little candles and they can't see a damn feature of their faces. I just know they're not smiling. I can tell a couple jokes. If you guys like it, you just yell out, "We like that." Now we know if we don't hear that, I was right. You know what I'm saying? I started a garage band, but all the members died because I didn't shut off my car. That sounded patronizing, right? A little condescension in that voice right there. A little condescension. Why don't you guys remind me that mic stands there so I don't freak out every time I walk into it? I feel like I'm being mugged by a really skinny person. I've been dating a lovely young woman. She is younger than me, but she's a little more sexually advanced, more experienced. I was in a long-term relationship. So I'm just gonna explain, this is a dirty joke. I hope you guys are up for it. She likes to use food when she has sex, which isn't that weird. I was horny and hungry when I met her. I was like, let's go! And she said it was breakfast foods, and I'm allergic to eggs, but I was like, whatever, let's party. I'm just gonna describe it, okay? I'm getting laughs at just me saying I'm going to describe it. You know how much pressure that is for the actual joke? Here's my setup. Oh, nice! We like it! Anyway, she asked me to put a big waffle right between her breasts. A big pile of that fresh whipped cream, you know what I'm saying? Just a little touch of that strawberry drizz just cascading down. And she has me motorboat it out. That was my reaction too. Couple of laughs, mostly confusion. But here's the thing, like, she loves it. Like, she comes every time. Like, she fucking loves this thing, man. But everyone else in IHOP's, like, really uncomfortable. I obviously made that joke up. We go to Denny's. I'm gonna end on another story. I don't do a lot of stories, so that's why I'm a story man tonight. I like it. My dad, I grew up in a halfway house because my dad was a lazy carpenter. I feel really bad for non-essential oils. I don't know if you guys could hear that. It was a little muffled and a little late. Not stoked on the delivery, but they weren't stoked on my delivery earlier, so they said they like it. Well, one person said they like it. I don't mean to put you in a group. One person liked my joke. All these candles, I'm like, one if by land, two if by sea. What does 470 mean? But yeah, this story goes such as this. My buddy Justin, I've known him since 6th grade. He hit me up. He goes, hey, things aren't working out. It was his ex, but he was there to help raise their kid. His son wasn't happy. He's like, can we go somewhere else? So Justin got a job in Colorado, whatever. He probably doesn't want me telling his actual name and actual story. His son, Toby, who's 17, but I'll send that to him tonight. Be like, dude, what the fuck? But anyway, he asked me, if I fly you out, will you help me move my stuff to Colorado? Toby's gonna fly, and we'll drive all my stuff out. I'll pay for everything included, lodging, food, whatever. I said, absolutely, my guy. Known him 28 years, you know what I mean? I'm like, of course I'm gonna help you out. So, fly out, pack up the U-Haul, we're driving out, we stay at the first hotel. It's not my favorite hotel, it's a little damp. You know when you get the damp carpet, you're like, nah, this isn't it, man. That mini fridge has been open slightly for about 48 hours. Second hotel, we get to it. But I was like, whatever, I'll roll with it, you know what I mean? Get to the second hotel, and he's acting real weird. It's the last hotel of the trip, last leg of the trip, and he's just being weird. I'm like, what's going on, man? Why are you being funky right now, you know? And he goes, I messed up, dude. I rented a room with only one bed. I was like, that's not a big deal, man. I'll sleep on the couch. He said, there's no couch. And I said, well, I'm not sleeping on a fucking damp carpet, so at the Best Western Plus that you fucking dished out for. And so I said, we'll just share the bed. And he was real weird about that. And I was like, he didn't want to sleep with another grown man. And I was like, dude, you're being very homophobic right now. Like, this is really weird. I've known him since 6th grade. And apparently the day I met him, he went, this dude's gonna try to fuck me. Eventually. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, all right, well, I'm not sleeping on the floor, so what do you want to do? And I said, you want to sleep on the floor, it's fine. I'm in the bed. He said, do you mind sleeping head to toe? I said, what are we doing right now, guy? It's like 2 a.m. I'm just like, I just want to go to sleep. And also, by the way, don't you know our dicks are still going to line up? You roll over, I roll over. Butt to butt's fine with me. Me and my ex-wife used to 96 all the time. Got a good rest. Back-to-back sleeping, that's the way to handle it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't. So, I said, you know what, my man? I'm gonna relent to your wishes. If you're that uncomfortable sleeping with one of your best friends who up and left my beautiful cats at home, who I love to kiss on their little teeth, to come help you with your fucking... Fuck. Something to go in on his marriage failing. And then I remembered mine did. Anytime a bartender makes a drink on the rocks, I'm like, I miss her. But anyway, I said, you know what, my man? I'm gonna do that. I'll sleep head to toe with you in this bed in Topeka, Kansas. What I didn't do is I did not tell him about my foot fetish. And I'm here to tell you, those piggies went all the way home that night. I'm Josh Day. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Thank you!